Hello, thank you for being part of Camp Savio. And in this video, in this week, I want to talk to you because I'm thinking every year we try to do something different. Every year we try to do something new to improve camp. And this year, something that I want to try is actually to have a better connection with the parents. So you guys will know what I'm doing with your children over here and what are some of the key values that I'm working with them. Why is this so important? Because I think once you know which are the key values that we've been working with them, you can actually reinforce those values from home. You can ask them, what happened this week? Did you learn? Which value did you learn? Or things like that. So I'm going to tell you what are the values that we have been working the last 3 weeks and what are the values that we are working the next 2 weeks. So for you to have that point of reference with your child, that you can talk about these type of things. I say, hey, I heard that JC talks about you, about this. What do you think? And I think that will be amazing in see how the interaction will continue and how more than anything, you can be part of campus as well as your children, but in a different way. So the first week we talk about honesty and fear. We were talking about so many times how much the fear can take over what we do and how we think. So we were talking about those values. Week number 2, we actually talk about respect, kindness, and gratitude. Respect, kindness, and gratitude. Week 1, number 3, this week which you just finished, it was amazing because we actually did a social experiment. As you know, every Thursday, this week was Tuesday, they went to the beach. And going to the beach, I asked them to make sure, be mindful to say hi to the people who are walking around. So obviously they're in the group, they're always with the counselor, they're well taken care of. So they were saying hi to the people who were walking by. And it's really interesting because once they came back, we were talking about, okay, what happened? And some of your children says, oh, I say hi, and many people say hi back to me, and I got engaged, and I was good. And others were like that, yeah, we were saying hi, but no one actually responded back to us. But what is interesting about this social experiment, as later on people will approach me from Seal Beach, and they say, your group is amazing, well-behaved, super polite. Oh my God, it's so good. So I have been working with that with the young people for them to understand that when we are good, when we give good, we also receive good. And it was something good that I think you should know about it. The other thing that we were talking really, really intentionally, it is okay to fail. I think many times we see failures as something really bad, but we say, no, it is okay to fail. And actually, the failure is kind of an opportunity for us to grow. And I think these key points are really cool because you can actually talk to your kids. I say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about failure? What happened? In camp, every week, there is one person or one grade, 2 grades to get the spirit stick, the ones who get the more spirit of the camp. But there's the other ones who don't win and get put a lot of energy. So it will be nice even for you guys to help us out making that correlation, how it is, what do you feel, and how can we work that out. Next week, I am going to talk about behavior. When you do something good or bad, one thing is in the behavior and another thing is the person. I'm not good. No, you are good, but you did something that can be improved. So I'm going to help the young people to work in that area that I think will be super good for them. The other thing is forgiveness. I'm going to be talking next week about forgiveness and how important it is to learn how to forgive. So I'm going to be focusing on that. And week number 5, I will be talking about empathy and love for the earth. How can we take care of our earth? Why am I saying this? Because I think, as I said at the beginning, if you guys and us, we work together with these values, it will be super interesting to see how the young people grow together. Now, the other thing is, if you have any value that you would like me to work, please let me know. And the last thing, I'm going to take a minute from this. We are still going out of the pandemic. I don't know if we have realized many of the young people, for example, the first graders or TK or kinder or second graders, when they actually got the pandemic, they were 3-4 years old. They didn't have much social interaction. So now that they are going back, they are starting to learn to do this social interaction. And I can see these all over the spectrum. Young people that sometimes they get frustrated. We have been working with frustration as well. How do we deal with that? So I think this is a beautiful opportunity for you as a parent and for us as a camp to help your child and say, okay, how can we work with frustration? Because at the end, this is when it's going to happen all over the place. Anyway, I don't want to get too long. Is 5 minutes the most I think will be good. If you want the schedule for this week, I will put it in the link before in the YouTube channel, and you will be able to see the link of the schedule for next week. Thank you so much for trusting us, and I'm here to support you. I'm here to support any that you need in regards of your children and in regards to camp. Thank you so much, and God bless, and I'll see you Monday.